One thing that keeps coming to mind is how proud I am of how resilient you guys are and have been. When we say to people, oh, I'm so proud of my team, how hard they work, it's not coach speak to you guys. It's a rarity that we've had this year with your attitude, work ethic, just the way that you've come with the right mindset, the way you've been focused in film. Everything has given us a ton of chances to be successful. And we've had at least four heartbreaking losses in the conference. And that's the difference between us being where we're at and being like fifth. So let's just use that momentum. We're not going to do a real long practice today, and then we'll get after it a little bit more from a scrimmage standpoint in practice tomorrow, okay? All right, give it a Chaz, let's go. Did y'all see that ball yesterday? It was passed to the ceiling, an overpass that was coming, and Nayo waited like 10 seconds before she passed it because she kept hoping somebody else would come up and pass that ball. You were in a really good spot, but again, then it kind of was rising on you, and you kept moving in line with it, and just open up a little bit to try to pop it up. Get all the way behind it. Be committed. Stay off your heels, Strout. Stay off your heels. Be ready to move.
Come on, real high.
Let's go. Jump, jump. Use your left arm. Stay aggressive, Em. Even though you got a small spot, you're a good passer. Just step in and pass. All right, guys. Everybody in. Let's get a good lift in. We'll meet, y'all have study hall at 12:45, and then we will meet at 6:30 for dinner. Okay? All right, see y'all.
Revs on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Revs!
One thing talking about our team is no matter what the situation has been, when we've lost some heartbreakers, they've come immediately back the next day, ready to practice. Great attitudes, great work ethics, and it has put us in a position to keep this streak going for winning seasons, and want to definitely, through the media and whether you do social media or whatever, invite everybody out Friday. Friday night will be our last match, our last home match, and we will be honoring Aubrey Edie, and she's just had such an incredible career for us. We've been really blessed to have her as our setter the last 3 years. When this season ends, her name will be all over the record book for multiple stats, not just setting. Just want to invite everybody out to help us finish strong on Friday night. All right, thank you.
Junior Lexi Thompson has developed into a top outside hitter in the SEC. The driving force behind this elevation has been her love for her family and the sport of volleyball.
My aunt played volleyball at Florida State University from 1999 to 2002, and I was born in '96, so immediately I grew up with it. I went to Tallahassee, which is 4 hours from Tampa, where I grew up almost every weekend to see every game. I loved it, and I wanted to be her. She was 14 at Florida State. I always wanted to be 14, which I am here. I knew I had the ability to play at a Division I college. I didn't know what level, what college, if I would get the #1 team, the back team, I don't care. My goal was Division I, and I knew I could definitely play. Ole Miss was the second college I visited, and as soon as I got to Ole Miss, I loved it. The thing that brought me to it is they sent me to my academic buildings first, and I am way bigger on academics. So seeing the engineering building and everything made me really love it, and I committed on the spot.
When she came in the second summer session, of course, when all of a sudden we got to work with her, we were really pleased with how she fit in right away, with the way we ran our offense. She's all over the place on defense, just a hard worker, and then you could see it when at the end of the season that she had the most kills that a freshman has ever had here. So yeah, it was a blessing that first year that she could come in with that group and have such an outstanding year.
Lexi is, she's a great teammate for sure. She's, always someone you can go talk to about volleyball or about school or about anything in life. Someone looking on the outside in would just, really think that she is, the whole package, and I really think she is. She does everything so well and is a great teammate, great friend, great student, and, I don't think that we'd be able to be where we are competing-wise without her either. She comes every day to the gym just, ready to go, ready to practice. She might have had a bad day, but you wouldn't be able to tell that on the court, and she's always trying to help people and, cheer them up, and, sometimes I'll be doing something and I can just hear Lexi's voice, yelling, you're so good at volleyball, and it just makes you smile and laugh, and you kind of forget about everything. And so, she's definitely a huge asset to the team.
I'm thinking about always making sure my teammates are up, and if someone's down, going straight to them and being like, you can do this. And I like going around to people and making sure that they can be focused, but then also laugh at the same time.
Those closest to Thompson are not surprised by her loving and caring nature, as it stems from her relationship with her brother, Noah.
I mean, it's obvious when you see those two together how much they love each other, how she lights up when he's around and in the gym, and he's the same way.
My brother is my best friend. He's 17 years old and I'm 19, so grew up with him basically. When he was born, the cord was wrapped around his neck too long, so it underdeveloped his throat where he made no sounds at all until he was 6 months old. And then every time he would cry, he would essentially choke himself to death. So my mom always had to have a hand on him when he slept to make sure he can breathe. Really, it was harder at first, but now if you hang out with him for 5 minutes, he can tell you anything he wants to say. Not with words, but he can't sign, but he can do some sort of sign to tell you. He always is laughing. I mean, he never stops. We'll be in the grocery store and people come up to me and they're like, who is that? And I'm like, my brother. They're like, he's an angel. And the first time it happened, it was kind of weird, but that has happened to both my mom and I separate times, 100 times. And he just cheers everyone up. We're very close. And my mom sent me videos of him and I when we were younger, and every video we're running in the living room and dancing or playing hide and seek, which he hides in the same spot every time, so I'm pretty good at finding him.
I wonder where Noah is. Is he under the bed? Who closed the door? Where are you? Oh, there you are! I found you again!
Such a good dancer! You guys are crazy! Let me see, Noah.
Jack, to the left. Which way we going? Take it back there, y'all. Run up this time.
They play on the court sometimes together, and it's something that just makes you smile. And I've been at her house a few times with her family and her, and just how her and her brother interact. It's just awesome to see, and it's amazing. And that's I think how she translates a lot into her interactions with her and other people. Is just she cares so much about her brother and her family, and then she just pours all of that into her friends too. And I think that's a huge why for her, is why she plays and why she does this, and she represents her family.
And her play does, I've seen when they're around too, her play definitely go to another level with that. There's a comfort with that.
And he's a big motivation factor. I want to play well for him, and he's always so proud of me. We'll be in a store and say you see a size number 14 on a shirt, and he'll stop me and he's like, Sissy, 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 and he'll show me the size, and I'm like, oh, is that my shirt? Thanks. I'm just like, thanks, Noah. And he's like, I'm like, 14, I know, thank you. He'll go out of his way to find it, and he's my motivation and everything, because even before I serve, I say, in my mind, I'll be like, I will make this serve in for Noah Thompson and Tyler Port. Every single time I go to serve, and that's why I stare at the ball for a little bit, but both of them are my motivation factors, but my brother's been mine my entire life.
I like admire her for that, and I love her for that, and you know, I know her brother loves her too, and it's something that makes you smile just even thinking about it. Like now, like he's so lucky to have her, and she's so blessed to have him too.
Hey guys, senior day, head to the pavilion. Let's go. Let's go. Freshman year was a blur. That's all I remember from freshman year. I remember like my first open gym. Walked in and we had Fish and Moppy were 2 transfers and I'd never seen them before in my life. And I was like, who are these people? Then we just played the whole time. It was pretty fun. I don't think it's gonna hit me until a while. Until I'm like not doing spring workouts or not playing volleyball ever again. Yeah, that's weird. One time on my ball, instead of hottie toddy, I put toddy toddy and had no idea how to fix it. But, you know, I fixed it. I persevered and just put hottie hottie at the top. So it said hottie toddy, you know? Headed to the tad pad because that's where my shoes are. And shoes are very important to playing volleyball. And knee pads and ankle braces. Those are all very important. Hold up. It's just a little present for the team. It's 5 things I learned from OMVP. And I wrote notes on the back of them. I actually do have to grab people's stuff a lot, but just because I'm usually the last one over there, because I don't have to do treatment. Now we're headed to the pavilion for film. I think we've drawn more fans in the pavilion just because of everything that's there. They're like, oh, volleyball game, let's go watch. So it's been fun. We've had a good environment. I'm getting my foot taped because I can't go in the locker room for some reason. We can't really figure that one out yet.
Happy senior night!
Thanks, guys. I see Leah. I obviously.
Who else would have done that? The best one on the book.
Who did this one? SEC Freshman of the Year. Let's go. Looks really nice.
Are you saying last year wasn't?
No, it was not this nice. I did not go this much. All right, gotta go get ready for film now, so you gotta go. Bye.
You know, first of all, tonight's for all. We all really appreciate how hard you've worked, and you know, I've said it before, I really appreciate you turning me down in Tulsa to come here, so you know, that we could have the opportunity to work together. You've been a great leader on the court and somebody that you know, the way that I've always described you is just you're consistent. You're consistent with the way you carry yourself on the court, and you're consistent with your life away from the court. You know, we've got one more time. We've got one more match, right? So let's pour everything that we have, everything that we've worked for this season, let's pour it in to this one last match, and it's an overused phrase, but let's not leave anything out on the court tonight. Okay, everything we have to send Ob out as a winner, send our team out as a winner for this season.
Today's going to be send your seniors out with a win. Which team wants it more? Which team wants a good taste in their mouth heading into spring ball, conditioning, all that good stuff? Who's going to go remembering that they won the last match they played in?
If the Rebels were to win their last game, they would have to overcome a back-and-forth first set with the Gamecocks.
Edie, the short set to Alexander. And Alexander feeling it early on. An attack air for South Carolina gives Ole Miss a 15-10 lead.
Great footwork, passes, good tempo. It's keeping a good tempo with our free balls, our digs. Up in the air, we're able to run multiple hitters, okay?
Edie, where will she go? Backside to Cather.
Oop, miscommunication there for the Gamecocks.
That was Epps. And Gibson again, and the Rebels are 2 points away from winning set number 1.
They must have a game plan that whenever you get a kill, they're just going to call a timeout. They're really trying to freeze you. Hey, 2 in a row. Good job.
And there is your dagger in set number 1. Lexi Thompson provides the kill.
Keep passing the ball, first contact, all right? And we're doing a great job of slow downs too, okay? Just keep pushing, guys, back to 0-0, okay?
Here we go!
How about 353 hitting percentage for Ole Miss? Just 103 for South Carolina.
And they're doing it with 18 kills versus South Carolina's 7. So huge advantage there.
Ole Miss would storm out to a dominating 15-6 lead in set 2 and look to Lexi Thompson to drive the offensive attack.
Thompson again. She's got 8 kills and 7 digs. She's on her way to racking up her 21st double-double of the year. Toa Williams. Reno Nevada with the serve, and there's Thompson.
Okay, here we go, guys, right now.
Edie goes back to Thompson.
And that time, that was off her nose. And that was hard. I hope Abria Epps is okay.
Guys, let's come out focused. Let's come out ready to put it on them right from the very beginning. Let's don't let them breathe in this. They're down to their last set. We are too. All right, let's come out and beat them to 25. All right, let's go. Let's finish this thing.
If this was to be the last chapter in the Rebels season, it was only fitting that it would be authored by senior Aubrey Edie.
And Edie, the lone senior for Ole Miss, will start things off here in set number 3. And the quick set, and there's Alexander from Edie. Look at Edie.
Yeah!
She's had her share of blocks in her career here in Oxford.
That was a shutdown. Forget block. That was
Yeah.
a shutdown on senior day.
Let's see where Edie goes this time. To Thompson.
And she climbed. She went over top of Epps there.
Let's get a little run here. Pull away from them, okay?
The back set to Warnell.
Let's go right now. Come on, come on, come on.
Wicked serve. Nice play by LeGros. And the Rebels get the block from Aubrey Edie.
And you see that reaction and that smile. Maybe her last collegiate block.
Gibson now serving. Rebels 2 points away. Edie's trying to fill out even more of that stat sheet. A block and now a kill. Are you kidding me?
Give the match point. Rebel fans on your feet.
And this is where I think it really gets real for her. Hearing match point.
And that's going to do it. Aubrey Edie and Ole Miss win it. What a fitting way to end her fine career here in Oxford.
Happy Senior Day, Aubrey Edie. Happy Senior Day.